Hi there guys, it's Helen from Slim and Stylish and I have a 3D project for you today. It's part of my Advent series, so from the 1st to the 24th of December, there's my Advent series, a project every single day. 3D tutorials, which this one is, will be coming to you like this as a video, full length with me talking my way through it. Any cards and things like that will be as one of my time-lapse videos with all instructions on my blog. Instructions for everything will be on my blog, and to get to that you just need to click in the link just below here so you can get all of the instructions and everything. But this is my Advent project for today, and I'm going to be using the Cheers to the Year. I'm going to use the whole suite for this, so I'm going to be using this stamp set, I'm going to be using the paper from it, I'm going to be using the washi from it, the stamp set, and then just here I'm going to be using the snowflake embellishment, and I'm using the gold trim from out of the annual catalogue, but it just fits so well for it. So this box holds in it 4 of the chocolate coins. It doesn't hold these ones, well it does, but it actually holds the bigger ones, so it's 4 of these that fit in, and I was quite lucky because I got 8 in my pack, so they will be going into it. It's open. I'll show you why I've left it open. You can do it so it's closed, but I've opened it because I've got a gold and silver theme going on and I like seeing the gold through there. They don't come out, but it just helps add to the colour of the project. So I'm going to get started on it. It's an envelope punch board project. So if you've got your envelope punch board, my favourite thing about this project is the fact it only uses a 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch sheet of DSP. So it's a great way to use up any of those scraps or bits and pieces you have left. So you use your envelope punch board, turn it over because you don't want it to be on your DSP pretty side. This is the Year of Cheer paper, by the way. Isn't it gorgeous? There's this one, which is like fireworks. This one, which is snowflakes. There is a bronze one, which is gorgeous. Let me see if I can get that one. This one here. And there's also a check one, which I haven't got to hand, but is also beautiful, and they're all metallics. They don't have anything, they're not double-sided, which they don't need to be because you're going to be wanting this on show because it's so gorgeous. So turn it upside down onto your envelope punch board. You want to score at 1.5, so punch it and score it, and you also want to punch and score at 3. Okay, so for anyone who's working in centimetres, that's 3, and I've just knocked you, and I'm sorry, I bet you're bouncing all over the place and feeling a little bit seasick. So it's 3.8 centimetres and 7.6 centimetres that you want to punch and score at. Okay, and your piece of paper, if you're working in centimetres, is 11.5 by 11.5. But I'm doing this inches, so it's 4.5 by 4.5, and you're punching and scoring at 1.5 and 3. Okay, so yeah, my Advent projects, I've done a few so far. We're still at the very start of December though. I'm doing these mainly so that each day you have a little bit of Christmas cheer. I know quite a few of you probably have already made your projects for this year, but hopefully these will give you a little bit of Christmas cheer. And if you are trying to do some last minute projects for craft fairs or for Christmas for people, this will give you some inspiration. You don't want to round the corner off because you want to keep that quite tight. It's a very tight fitting box at the top. Let me just show you. It's very, very tight fitting with the ribbon. You don't really want to circle it to make it even smaller for yourself. Okay, so if you just get your bone folder, did I say bone then, or just, I don't know, bone folder, and you just want to come along and crease all your score lines. What I will say when you're working with this DSP is make sure your bone folder is completely clean and it has no ink or glue or ick on it, because if you're doing that on white DSP like this is, it stains it and it makes it look a bit icky. So make sure everything's clean that you're using. Okay, so if you fold all of these in here, let's see, let me put this on some black cardstock so it's a bit easier to see, and see if got that one, and that one. As that's got a full snowflake on, that is going to be my front. Okay, so I'm going to fold these two that aren't my front. So that's going to be my front. Leave those two folded in. These two that don't form your front, fold out and come in with your fuse. You want to fuse them on the inside. Okay. Okay, and just stick those down flat. They're just going to add some extra support to your box. This is quite a sturdy box because this DSP is very thick. Okay, so you should be left with a shape that's like that. All right, so you want your snips. There you go, and you are going round as a clock here. So if you start here on that tab, you want to cut it up. Okay, and then you want to turn and cut up on this tab. Alright, so I'll show you what the pattern should look like. Each of these thick rectangles should have a tab that bends into them. So that's that one. That's that one. Okay, that's that one. And then that's that one. So they all go in like that. Right, I'm just going to move the black paper because I don't want to get any ickiness on it. I'm just going to bring my silicone mat in because I'm going to fast fuse these little tabs here so I can stick them in. So you want to turn them so they've got the pattern on the way up, and you want to put this fast fuse on each of these tabs. And you do want to use fast fuse because, as I said, this DSP is quite thick and your snail's not really going to hold it. Your liquid glue will, but it's just going to be a bit fussy. Glue dots will, but you're going to need about 4 of them, so using fast fuse is just a little bit simpler. For those who have messaged they don't get on well with fast fuse, they struggle with it, you need to be firm with fast fuse. So you need to put it down, firmly push, and then off to the side quickly. Okay, down, push. There's no point being gentle with fast fuse, it won't thank you, it'll gunk up. Right, so now to make the box, you want to bring all of these edges in. Oh, I forgot. These bits here where you fold this over, you just want to pinch that in so that the bottom bit meets in. Okay? So you want to go around the box now and construct it and bring it all in together, match up all the seams. Like that. Okay. And that's your box, and it will fit now 4 of these bigger, the 10p coins in. They do these in silver, which is white chocolate. That's what I was looking for because I love white chocolate. I mean, I love normal chocolate, but white chocolate's my favourite, and I couldn't find any this year. So you want to use your hole punch and you want to come in. I'm just eyeballing this in the centre up here. I'm not going to do them both together. I'm just doing it by eye, that I'm cutting roughly in the centre on each part. Okay, and now I have a nice surprise for you. Well, I think it will be a nice surprise. It was a lovely surprise for me. I was so happy. I was using the mini sequin trim and I was just going to loop it round, and then I realised I can do it in a bow. I'd never thought of bowing it before because it is a little bit stiff, and I thought I don't want to take any of the sequins off or rub it the wrong way, but guess what? You can put it in a bow. I was very excited by finding that out. Small things amuse me, and putting this into a bow was definitely one of the best things I've done. So be gentle with it because you obviously don't want to pull any of the sequins off. Go this way around. Okay. And there you go, our bow. And not only that, because of the sequins, if you get them the right way, they are not going to pull or loosen. Okay, so just going to trim just a little bit off that. I'm still going to leave it dangling quite far because I think it's nice. Okay, the sentiment I'm using with this is this Joy sentiment here, and I'm doing it as a heat emboss in gold. So I've just got my Versamark. I am not sure what I did with my, there it is, my embossing buddy. Now the piece of paper that I used for this, you just want some scrap. This was 3/4 of an inch by, I think it's by 1¼ inches. Yeah, 1¼ inches by 3/4 of an inch. So it's tiny. So I'm just going to bring in my Stampin' trimmer to cut myself a little bit off there. So I quite like it to be 1¼ That's not very straight. I'll do it that way. That's what I like about this. For small measurements, you can use the other side here. Okay, so you want that 1¼ It's just so small. And you want to just do this one here at 3/4 of an inch, which is there. And when you're doing on small bits, make sure you push the ruler down so that the piece of paper doesn't move while you're cutting, because this is so smooth and so lovely, but the paper will just move on it. So make sure you hold the ruler, means there's no paper to hold. Okay, so I'm just going to come in with my embossing buddy. Okay. Right. My Versamark. I'd already got it out. Of course it wasn't in its hole. I've just redone my ink storage in my room. It was in a drawer, which was most impractical because obviously it was that way and the ink will then run to the end. So I've made a little bit more space. I have so little space in my craft room, so little space, that I've managed to actually now put them on the shelf above, and they've all got a little place where they should go. So I was shocked at not finding it there, because at the moment, you know, when something's new, you keep it tidy. Right, let's just see if I can fish that out. When you're working with small pieces of paper, it's sometimes easier to have a little set of pliers around. But I haven't got them, so I'm just going to move that to the side before I knock it anymore. I'm a disaster with embossing. It always ends up everywhere, and I like to blow it off. I don't know why. I see a little bit and I'm like, oh, you shouldn't be there, and I'll blow and the whole thing comes off. So I'm just going to use my paper piercer to hold that in place, and I'm going to be using my heat embossing tool, so if you are listening, do turn your sound down. The wire didn't look like it had gone there, and I hate using my heat embossing tool for long because look what it does, it makes everything crinkly. Right, so now you've got your Joy. I'm using these foil snowflakes. I love them. They are also in the Christmas catalogue, and I've got the name for them somewhere, but I don't know what I've done with the little sheet that they come in. But they are the foil snowflakes, and I used 3, so I want to use 3 again. But I want to start with the little one on the outside. So even though I've cut that at 4, I just want to cut down because I want the big one in the middle and the little ones on the side. I'm just going to come in with a mini glue dot here. Okay, new pack of mini glue dots. How exciting is that? I love opening new things. And I'm just going to level that on there, about there. It's about in the centre, isn't it? And I'm going to chop that off there because I don't want anything coming through from underneath. Okay, so that's my joy. These silver snowflakes, I will say, they come in this silver and they come in the gold. But if you turn them over, it's kind of a burnt white, like a woody type colour. Really pretty. So there's actually 3 colours. If you look in the catalogue, it only advertises the 2. But I like the underside just as much. Probably just me. I can make anything out of different things. So here I just put a belly band round using the Year of Chira washi. I've used these in so many projects now. You've probably seen them on most of my cards. I love a bit of washi tape, and I'm using this one. It's got silver and gold flecks in, so it fits the paper. However, it was the only one I hadn't used yet, and it was looking at me like, don't you love me? So I'm just showing it the love. Right, that's going to be the front because that's got my bigger snowflake on. So this is the part where you put your end bit of washi down, because it doesn't matter, because I'm going to cover it up with the sentiment if it doesn't match and if it's not straight. I'm on Helen. Let's stick that down. While I do love washi because it's so forgiving, honestly, you can do anything with it. It doesn't crease, it just goes around everything. You have to hold it when you use it because it's so used to you messing up, it comes back undone. There we go. So it doesn't matter that that's not meeting, because as I said, I'm just going to stick this over the top. So I'm going to come in with some dimensionals. These are ideal. Never throw them away with these on, because these runs just give you, I'm just going to chop that a little bit off there, a nice long bit to put across these sort of patterns, and they run straight along on different sentiments. So that's that. I'm just going to stick it to the front of my box there. And those are my projects for today. How gorgeous are those little boxes with the chocolate coins in? I love them. All right, so those are those. Join me tomorrow for another Advent project, and in case you've forgotten, any projects or products, shall I say, that's bought with me between now and the 10th of December, you will get a Christmas present from me. I do have a box by the side of my desk with all different Stampin' Up products. They're already packed and labelled to you, so as soon as an order comes through, whether it's big or small, I will just dive my hand in. You can get anything, it's a pick. It will be put straight into an envelope and posted to you. The only reason I'm doing it till the 10th is so that you get it in time for Christmas to put under your tree. For example, I've got a couple of stamp sets in there, I've got a couple of ink pads in there, I've got some dimensionals in there. So yeah, get spending, and they will be with you in time for Christmas under the tree as a present from me. Okay? Do find all of the measurements and all the details for this over on my blog, www.slimandstylish.com. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks everybody. Bye.